Kuttey marks the directorial debut of Vishal Bhardwaj's son Asman Bhardwaj, who has studied filmmaking at the fabled School of Visual Arts in New York. And being Vishal's son, must have grown on a healthy dose of his father's films as well. Given these facts, it isn't hard to surmise why Kuttey is a mix of American filmmaking and Vishal Bhardwaj's style of crime cinema. Kuttey begins with Konkana Sen Sharma's character Lakshmi, a Naxalite, narrating an overdrawn fable, which establishes that policemen are the dogs of the system, thus justifying the film's name. Though dogs are loyal to the core and the policemen depicted here are anything but, we assume it's all a case of mixed metaphors. Midway, we listen to another fable, this time narrated by Taboo, who plays a hard-boiled cop called Pamni. She narrates the story of a frog and the scorpion, something we heard in Darlings as well. This fable establishes that one can't change one's basic nature, even when it comes in the way of one's survival. We then see corrupt cops Gopal, Arjun Kapoor and Paji Kumud Mishra getting a contract to kill a mafia don's rival, only to see them going on an all-out war, and the main target escaping. Worse, they end up looting drugs amounting to crores from the crime scene and get caught. The higher-ups agree on 1 crore each to get them off suspension and to clear their names. While a depressed Paji contemplates suicide, Gopal takes to looting a money van. The glitch is that others want to heist the van as well, leading to mayhem all around. Apart from the 3 cops, there's also Radhika Madan, playing the disgruntled daughter of a mafia don Nasiruddin Shah, and Shardul Bhardwaj, a henchman in love with his boss daughter. We also see Ashish Vidyarthi popping up in a 2-minute role as a safety contractor. The various characters somehow end up together during the heist and the end result is a bloodbath indeed. The screenplay is too clever for its own good. It splits into too many strands, which get hurriedly tied up in the end. Some scenes are genuinely funny, like the one where the Moong Dal WhatsApp group gets made. Another scene has Taboo explaining the significance of Andai. It's the funnest take on corruption you'll hear. Taboo can be said to be the soul of the film. She has given her best to Vishal Bhardwaj and has literally seen Asman grow up in front of her. So it's easy to see why she has gone an extra mile for her favorite filmmaker's son. She shows a very different side of her playing Pamni, and we wouldn't mind a solo movie just on her character. Maybe Rohit Shetty can collaborate on that. Arjun Kapoor has gone the whole haul as well. His best scene is where he sings a lullaby to his child via a mobile phone in a crowded bar while planning a heist. His sincerity and passion playing a grey character should be lauded. Kumud Mishra plays a corrupt cop with a conscience and can be said to be the moral compass of the film. Radhika Madan's and Shardul Bhardwaj's story arc should have been explored more. They are competent in their scenes, as expected. Actors like Nasiruddin Shah, Konkana Sen Sharma and Ashish Vidyarthi are only here because of past association with Vishal and don't really have much to do. The film ticks most boxes but lacks the gravitas we've come to be associated with Vishal Bhardwaj's films. This is only his first film and hence one can overlook the hiccups. We are sure Asman is going to develop his own style, chart his own journey in the future. This very first and much anticipated Bollywood film of the new year sadly feels more like a video game in which both cops and goons are chasing big bags of cash and small packets of powder and everyone's on a shooting spree. Arjun Kapoor emerges as the last man standing to walk away with the booty, only to later lose it all away to demonetization. In Kuttey, all one hears are expletives and all one sees is blood, gore and dance bars. Dialogues are bland, lacking both emotions and depth. The last time we saw a similar concoction of this kind on celluloid, a loud and hectic drama with crooks chasing a booty, was in 2009 with Kamini, directed by Vishal Bhardwaj. With Kuttey, the father handed over the reign to his son, Asman, and made his launch much easier by giving him the same set trope to play with. Sadly, the result was a dull, boring, languorous stretch of a film that seems to have been haphazardly put together, without any consideration for an engaging screenplay or a gripping storyline. Not even an ensemble with Nasiruddin Shah, Taboo, Konkana Sen Sharma, Kumud Mishra, Arjun Kapoor, Radhika Madan, Shardul Bhardwaj could save the film in the face of a listless script. So, in Gangs of Kuttey Dogs we have Konkana who is a Naxalite leading an army, Kumud and Arjun, both unscrupulous cops, Radhika as a rich brat who wishes to elope with her lover, and Shardul is someone who chases crows in the hope of starting a new life with his girlfriend, and Nasiruddin is a lead gangster who's bounded to the wheelchair. Among all these, the only character who stays with the audience even after the film is over is that of Taboo, who excels in the role of a no-nonsense lady cop, her electrifying screen presence outwitting and outsmarting everyone else's lackadaisical performance. Nasiruddin Shah hardly has any role to play, nor does Konkana. Arjun is seen moving around like a headless chicken, exactly the way his career is moving in real life. Kuttey was to be a crucial film that could salvage his fledgling career, which began with a smashing hit Ishaqzadeh in 2012 but went downhill with each film after that. The plot is interestingly divided into 4 parts, an epilogue followed by 3 chapters: Sabka Malik Ek, Aata Kya Canada and Moong Ki Dal. The film opens with Arjun and Kumud getting a contract to kill a politician's rival, but the plan goes kaput. Suddenly, their job is at stake, and to rescue themselves out of the mess they need money. That money will come from a heist, looting a van full of cash meant to be loaded in ATM machines across the city, and what follows is a chaotic mess. Kuttey makes one believe that perhaps Asman failed to incorporate his father's inputs in the film, because had the latter directed this one, there's no doubt that the output would have been far different than what it is right now. Unfortunately, Kuttey fails to carry Vishal Bhardwaj's legacy forward. And even if one were to judge Asman's work independent of his father's influence, Kuttey comes across as a big disappointment. A film one might watch to see where it goes, but definitely not a second time.